Hello everyone, welcome to the Kubeflow Hub, uh, previously known as Model Registry bi-weekly meeting. Today is Monday, February 16th, and you joined the bi-weekly call. Friendly reminder, this meeting is being recorded, so it will be found in the YouTube Kubeflow community channel later. And this meeting also, as any other meeting in the Kubeflow and CNC community, adheres to the CNCF Code of Conduct. As usual, we have some agenda items. So today, I think that I was looking at the agenda and it's mainly about following up items. So I will just go to it to point by point, but if anybody has any question, as always, don't hesitate to raise your hand or share more on the topics. Before we get started, do we have anybody new who would like to introduce themselves? All right. As always, feel free to introduce yourself in the side chat if you so prefer, or also sort of like later in the meetings or in the CNCF Slack channel. So we have a few tasks about the graduation. Actually, just mainly following up. I was checking. We are part of the graduation to the CNCF package. So we are one of the 6 components that is part of the graduation. And sort of like this graduation is indeed candidated for moving on. So no further updates over there. And on the Kubeflow 1.11 release topics, we indeed mention some slides. So we have this couple of slides. We had the video recording upon it later. We had especially that Eder have asked to make sure that the point about the UI has been mentioned. Also, I should add here that the release team have asked for some blog contribution. So let me just quickly add this one. I forgot to actually mention Kubeflow blog. I should just try to find it right away because the Tarek have asked for some contributions. So release, so if I go and find the meeting of last time of the release team meetings, let me just quickly go through it. Pardon me, I forgot about this one. So in the release, there was the blog, I guess, somewhere. Please announcement you for discuss. I see that the link. Okay, I will try to find it later. Pardon me. To do follow up on Tarek blog proposal. All right. So last time I've highlighted in green for update that we received from the team. So I don't know if Paul, you wanted to mention any follow-ups on this horizontal scaling for model catalog PR.
No, nothing really to add to that.
All right. So indeed, if you are interested in this capability, we had discussed this one in the last bi-weekly meeting. There was some proposal by Alessio, I believe it's here, but I don't see Alessio in the meeting today. Again, if you're interested in this PR and this capability, you can reach out to Alessio and or on directly on the PR page. For the next release, just a friendly reminder, there is a contributor that is looking for enablement by default of the UI. So this is something that we could use some help from especially the UI team, if possible, because I remember that somebody is indeed trying to work on this one in order to make it available so that when a default Kubeflow installation is happening, then we can have the UI of the model catalog also shown up. So this is just a friendly reminder for everybody who's working from the UI side, if they can dispatch or follow up as needed. So we have some cap for the Kubeflow hub rename. I know that Chris was working on it. I don't know if Chris, do you want to share some updates here?
You're trying to find the mute and everything. So I may get the PR for the KEP proposal up during this meeting. I may not be able to get it up in time. I was trying to get it out in place, but there is a renaming proposal that's coming up that should be in review, and I will make sure that we update these notes, at least that it has that for people to be able to review, that talks about how we're going to go through the transition of naming in terms of a proposal from model registry as the repo to the hub, perspective of its impacts across what it does to the Go related pieces, the Python related pieces, and whatnot within the repository, and how the components are kind of staying stably named, but the hub is the kind of overall umbrella naming characteristic for the project.
Right. Thank you so much, Chris, for this. I know that you've been putting a lot of efforts on this work. So indeed, it's like for the community to be aware. Once we have the cap ready, this is an opportunity if anybody can misses any sort of like blind spots that we may have in there. I think that we had some indeed some good solid grounds. Chris has been spearheading on this one, but indeed we can follow up on the next biweekly with the PR number. Thank you so much, Chris. Here, I think that we can safely dismiss this one. So in previous steps, what we did is that we are now shipping container images that contain signature and attestation. The call-up has been that if there is anything to be noted in the previous something that was not working correctly, was not as intended, no reports since a while, we can consider this one fully done, and I will not carry it over to the next follow-up meeting. But indeed, if anybody notices something wrong or sort of like a sus with the signature and attestation of the container images, please don't hesitate to raise a GitHub issue to the repo. I know that both John and Sine had been working on this one, and now we have also that as we are publishing a new release of Model Registry, we are also updating the Model Registry Python client within the Kubeflow SDK. So this is a really good sign for progress, and indeed keeping the boundaries, keeping the bridges with other working group, in this case, the ML Experience Working Group. So just a friendly reminder for everybody, if you're working on anything that is user-facing from a client point of view, then please do this directly within the Kubeflow SDK for it. The next item that we have, so this one was already done. Oopsie. Kept up to date. Chris, you had some previous items, some POC of the MCP catalog. Do you want to share any progress or update or thought about this one?
From a POC standpoint, there's nothing going on there, but there is movement around some of the work that we're doing for adding MCPs to the catalog. I think the first PR was just merged around updated Open API spec for the handling that we plan to do there. So we're starting to build out this from the MCP catalog POC as a reference, and we're continuing to update that with some of the use cases that have come on since the POC was first developed.
Thank you so much. And indeed, sort of like just a friendly reminder also here, reminder if MCP catalog Python client needed, please raise to Kubeflow SDK. Thank you, Chris. And Mike, I saw that also you had some changes here to the agenda item. Is there anything that you want to share for it?
Yes, I just wanted to kind of mention that we are doing some work around having the UI for the storage feature, the copying models to OCI storage when you register, which is something that's been available on the back end for a while. We've been able to make time to do that in the UI now, and that should be finished shortly. So I'll be able to demo that next time. I just wanted to kind of mention that that's what we're working on right now. I also, in regard to the MCP catalog, we have been looking at starting to break down the UI work for that as well. That's not something we've gotten too far into, but it's something that we've been discussing, and I believe that work will start shortly on that as well. Based on that POC as a reference, which is very useful to have as a reference implementation.
Excellent. If I didn't capture correctly as the agenda item, indeed, please feel free to correct it at any time. Thank you so much, Mike. On this item, I shall just find the GitHub issue because I remember that last time I was trying the Docker Compose, there was some problems. So maybe apologies if I went a bit super fast, but we a speed run through the agenda items. I don't know if anybody had any additional points or had any questions, doubt, things that they wanted to work on this, that they wanted to ask more information about. Going once, going twice. All right, so actually, thank you very much for all the contributors, for all the shares and the contribution that you're doing. Please, indeed, don't hesitate to reach out in the community. Just a friendly reminder, there is every Tuesday, if you go to the Kubeflow calendar, so if you go to the community, there will be the calendar. Every Tuesday, there is the Kubeflow community call that you can see. And then there are all the other working groups. So in the community call, it's mainly when we discuss about the topics that involve the whole Kubeflow community. So with that, is there anybody that, I've asked at the beginning, but I think I'll ask again, anybody that want to introduce themselves? Or want to share something with the group? All right. Thank you, everybody, for all the contribution and the work you're doing. So I'll see you next time and have a great evening. Bye.
Thank you.